My biggest downfall in life is I lose control. I'm allowed to be emotional. I'm allowed to have conviction, determination, hold people accountable. And I love people and I want people to help other people and be better for people and help our brand and help our customers. I believe in that. I believe in karma. I believe good things happen to good people. And I believe what goes around does come back around. I believe in that. But I lose control. My emotions come out and like, what? My goal is to not lose control as much. I'm going to try to cut that way down and have conviction in my decisions a lot faster. Just simple, like bam, bam.
Bam.
True underdog here, Jason Waller. Welcome, underdogs, listening to the podcast and the YouTube. I've got my co-host, John LeBlanc here, and we've got lots of tips and tidbits and motivational shit to get you guys out there. How you doing, John?
I'm doing great. Been a while. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm in North Kakalaki. You can see the background's a little bit different. So this is my office here. But hey, back to grind, business time, right? Trying to grind things out. And what we're going to do, this episode is called Stress and Burnout, because that's what I'm going through right now.
Dude, why? What's going on, man?
You know, I want to keep it real for the listeners. I, by far, am nowhere near perfect. I get burned out. I get depressed. I get pissed off. I get angry. I get fucking irritated. I get stressed. I get, down. I mean, I'm human. We all do. I do pick myself up. I do kick myself in my own ass and say, God, come on, Jay, you got to get your shit together. You can't allow this to control you. You can't allow this to defeat you. You can't allow this to hold you down. But, naturally I'm getting stressed. I'm trying to meditate a little bit in the shower and think and breathe. And, I'm a positive dude, and everything I preach, I believe in, and I listen and I tell myself, and I preach better than I listen. But, I also sometimes wake up pissed off. A lot of my emotions, I don't cry a lot. I used to. I've become more solid, more numb, I guess, to emotion. I try to make decisions in business and sometimes in life and what makes the most sense and what I really want and work with my intuition to get there. And so during these times, a lot of the things I'm feeling, stress, anxiety, pressure, burnout, it comes out in irritation or anger. And so I've got to get it under control. But, to unravel a little bit of what's going on in life and in work, I always keep it real for the listeners. Got a couple bumps in the road with the wife going on with where she wants to live, North Carolina or Michigan. Kids are at school. I got my second oldest daughter is going to be a senior next year. So I don't want to move back to North Carolina and change her high school. But my wife wants to move back to North Carolina. I mean, it's not a joke. People know us. No, she does not like Michigan. She loves our friends there. She doesn't want to be there. I'm never going to live here forever. I hate the gray. I love it. Now, I don't like the cold weather, but I love the area. I love the people. I love our house. So we have a conflict of interest. And then, my oldest moved to North Carolina with our granddaughter. So yeah, of course we want to be here more. And then, but my two younger daughters, they want to stay in school in Michigan. My son wants to stay in school in Michigan. So it creates some issues, some anxiety. I'm the type that I like to plan stuff, right? Yeah. I don't like to have things, I don't know what tomorrow holds or next week. So I got a little personal stuff that I'm working through. And I believe in, we'll figure out a way. We always do. But at work, we're getting ready to go to transaction mode. We're hitting the new year. We're trying to finish the year strong. But I get frustrated. I get burned out a little bit. And this is the first time in a long time I've ever felt burned out. But you get frustrated or burned out of telling people and expecting people to do what they need to do. Right. So I have the issue at home where it's like it should be easy, but it's not. It's hard. And then you get the issue at work where it hopefully be easy, but it's not, it's hard. And you get both sides really not listening or not paying attention. And it's tough. You're like, damn, what do you do? And that's what I'm going through right now. So I've got to tell myself and tell the listeners and viewers how I'm going to get out of this shit and how they can get out of this shit. Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's those times where you just feel suffocated and it sounds like every direction that you head, right? There's issues, there's problems, there's maybe sources of anxiety. Where do you find or how can you create your time to recover a little bit or grab a breath? You had mentioned the shower. Showers are only like 15 minutes, maybe 10, right?
Yeah.
You need some more time. Where's your recovery time? What are you doing?
That's what I like about Michigan is I have a better schedule. right? So I'm here in North Carolina. The schedule is like, Jim, hurry up to the office, and I'm here all day. And then I'm hands-on. I'm not high level, visionary. The executives report to me, and we've got 4 of them, and I'm holding them accountable, but yet I'm trying to grow our business with our vision and be the face. So it's a little different because when I'm here, I'm grinding. I'm like, all right, what's this? Why does this report look like this? Why isn't this done? What's going on with that? Why haven't we done our job? What do we do? So naturally, I'm in this phase in life and this phase in business to where, and this, I don't like to fucking lose. I don't give a fuck what it costs. If that means I'm ripping your fucking face off, but we're still going to win, your face is gone and we're fucking winning, right? And I love you, but that's the deal because I don't want to lose. That means I got to cut my fucking hand off to win. Dude, they go call me Nubby. We're winning. So I say this all the time, and I've learned it in therapy. I never enjoy the journey, and I don't want to. I want to keep climbing those stairs. I don't want to fucking stop. However, I've learned in life over the last couple of years to try to be less emotional. And I don't mean like I get emotional and pissed off in a thing, but less concerned about feelings or what feels right because of somebody's character when it comes to growing a business. Because you love everybody that comes in. I mean, people are naturally great people. But when they're not scoring points, when they're in the game and they can't score, and you show them and you teach them and you train them and you do everything you can do, and they just can't put the ball in the bucket, you got to find someone else who can. And I think that as we've been growing and celebrating success month over month over month, when shit gets bad, you start moving rocks and going, okay, what's going on? And then you go, damn it, why wasn't I on this while we were successful? It took us to have a bad month for me to see problems and now address them. So I'm a little disappointed in myself and disappointed in some of the team because we all have to learn, me included, while we're winning, you still got to get better in your game. You can't just be winning and then realize this guy can't make free throws and I'm not training him. So if we lose, it's going to come back to some of that shit. And I think that is the mindset that I have to go into 2021 with a reset, and I've got to get back on a positive step of taking the personal out of it, the disappointment out of it, the excuses. I fucking hate excuses, dude. I hate coming to you. I mean, you know this. You're on the calls. I hate going, hey, John, why is this? And if you're like, well, it's not me, it's fucking sales. That's the worst thing you can do, Yeah. Like, don't make an excuse. Own it like, wow, shit, I shit the bed. I didn't look at it, dude. But I'll tell you what, that won't happen again. I'm going to look at every damn time. This won't ever happen. We'll never have this conversation again. Now me and you are chest bumping, and we're excited because it clicked. And, it's growing pains. For those entrepreneurs out there and business owners out there and Fortune 500 companies out there, when you got growing pains, your company sometimes evolves and grows faster than the people. And you're like, hey, get your ass back on the boat, right? It's growing pains. It's just, I don't have much tolerance. Most people gain tolerance when they get older. My tolerance is shrinking. We don't have time, baby. We got to put points up now. What do we got to do now? So I tell everyone on the call, and they all know that I would die for every one of our employees and I would give back to them. And it's not about greed or success. It's about us winning and holding them accountable. But I'm not here to be everybody's friend. And for the listeners out there, you're not here to run a business. If you're a manager of people, if you're a director of people, you're not here to be people's friend. You're here to build a business. You're here to help them better their families and for you to better your family and for us to better customers. That's it. It's always about the brand and it's always about the people. I want to protect the mass, right? 1,700 employees. What's best for 1,700 employees? Not me, not you and me, not me, you and 5 others. What is the best stuff for all 1,700? And so that pressure, because remember, no high school for me, not finishing, no college. No corporate America high-level spots. I mean, I was a great salesperson in corporate America. This is an unpolished son of a bitch right here, right? Like, this is what you get, baby. I'm all in and I'm passionate and I'm not going to fucking lose. But, dude, it's real and it is raw. And people on our team, either they can take it or they got to go work somewhere else, like fucking Target, where they're nice and they're like, thank you for coming to Target. And there's nothing wrong with people working Target. But motherfucker, we ain't Target. Like, you will make more money in our company than you've ever made. And you will have an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than you've ever fucking done in your entire life. That's my promise to everybody. But we are going to cry and we are going to sweat and we are going to bleed and we are going to fucking work our asses off until we get to that point. And I am not going to let you fall down and cry and bitch. I'm going to pick your ass up, put my foot up your ass until we get up the fucking mountain. And one day you'll be like, damn, I love that son of a bitch because we fucking won. And it's not today. But there one day I feel that way.
Yeah, I think you hit on a point earlier. Yeah, a lot of stuff there. Where do I start on?
I'm pouring it out for the people, right? It's if I get it out, then I can go breathe tomorrow and go, yes. All right, guys, I'm good. Let's kick some ass.
Yeah, and on my end, I got to remember everything you just said to kind of tie some of that together. You make it hard sometimes. But I think you did hit on a good point, right? Where I think as leaders and the CEO of a company and really any leadership position, it's important that we lead with emotion, right? But we don't become emotional. When we become emotional, that's when we can not only wreck ourselves but wreck others. And I think that's a really valid point that you brought up. And to lead into kind of where we were in November and kind of in December, right? With not only internally, what we got going on here in Power Home, but when you have some external stressors, lack of sleep, family issues, just outside issues that are compiling one on top of another, you feel like this loss happens. And then every day, like you're losing and you're losing and you're losing when you've had so much success winning. It's hard to not let that start to define you, right? And you can relate it in sports too. Like when you can brush off one or two losses, like, just irrelevant. But when they start happening every day and then more information and more stressors come on top of that, how do you not let that define who you are and shape you?
Well, I've been guilty of it for a few weeks here where it has shaken me. I have been putting, you're right, I can handle one or two losses, but when they start to stack, and then I can't catch up. I can't come up for air, but I'm going to come out of it. But it's made me a little, it's made me a little edgy. It's made me a prick. And sometimes, guys, in life, you got to be a fucking prick. Sometimes you can be sweet and smiles and dials and high five. I love you guys. What's up? I go back to what me and Benny B, right? Ben Brookhart, love the guys, one of my brothers, one of the executives here. We had a conversation. He said something I love. I'm stealing from him. Sometimes you got to know when to push people. Sometimes you got to know when to pull people. And sometimes you got to know when to kick people. And I feel like, sometimes you got to know when to whip that ass too. Like you got to add that into it. You got to know with all four things what to do and when the moment is, right? And, you've been on the calls and I am human. Like I know I could be a better professional. And I am working on it. I mean, you've seen, and the term you've been here, I get a little better, but I struggle sometimes. I do. And I got to learn to not get so pissed off. I go 1, 2, 3, 10. Like what? But it's because I want everyone to be as passionate as me. I want them to believe in it like me. I want them to be all in like me. Because if they are, we're going to get to the promised land and it's going to be lucrative for every employee. That's the key. When you're fighting this fight for the 1700, and I'm not being selfish, and tip to the entrepreneurs out there, you pay your people first, your vendors second, yourself last. I say that all the time. It's how you grow a business. I don't make more when we're killing it, and I don't make less when we're not. I make the same. But the value of the company gets bigger, which in turn makes my value higher as well, and in turn allows more value to give the employees. It's a win-win-win. I need them to think like owners. I need the employees to be entrepreneurs. They don't have to pay the bills. They don't have to run the books. But whatever their book of business is, if they think like an entrepreneur and they think that whatever they do today, the job that they do today and this week is going to guarantee their paycheck next week. It's not just a job. They're building into something where they can have a treasure chest and some kind of transaction that's going to change their life, right? That's the goal. When they believe in that, those are the ones that never have issues. Those are the ones that are given 100 to 110% every single week. And I love those ones. The ones that get complacent and comfortable and lazy and sidetracked with excuses and they give 75%, why the hell are we paying them 100% on their check? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. I wish the world was paid on effort. I just, hey, you gave 100%, John, your check is 100%. Hey, Frank, you gave 75%, brother. You only get 75% paid. Like, I wish there was a way to do it, but you can't. And that's part of growing a business. You learn and you adapt, and it's losses, and you fix that. But, our leaders, they've never been in the spot they've been in before. You've never managed something this size before, right? Like, this is a monster, right? I haven't either. We're all learning together. But I can promise this. I'm a fucking warrior, okay? I am the fucking storm. Storm's coming? Fuck that. I'm the storm, and I'm bringing all my shit with me, all our team with me, and we're taking it on, and we're not taking no for an answer. I had a post the other day. It said sometimes the devil whispers, storm's coming. No, fucker, I'm the storm, dude. Our people, our team, we're the storm. So it's a mindset. You got to twist it. You got to control it. And you got to say, I've got this. And so that's what I'm telling myself. I've got this. Yes, I am pushy. Yes, I am aggressive. Yes, I'm going to try to get the most out of everybody every single day. Because what does that do? It helps all 1,700 employees. It helps their future. So that's my role, dude. I am the guy, if we're going to war and we pull up on a ship, I've told you this before, I'm burning all the fucking ships. Yeah. We're destroying the war that we're in, and then we're going to build new ships to leave. Because I'm not letting anybody off the hook. We're in this together. We are all in together, and we're going to lose or win together. And there's no such thing as real defeat. When you try and you fail, you didn't really fail. You still succeeded. You got a different result because you tried. My problem with people is sometimes they don't try. It's not about the result. We're going to have times where we fail, and it's not really, you can look at it as a loss or failing. I think failing is learning, but it's just a different result. You still succeeded. You still won. It's a different result. You didn't get the tangible result you wanted. But not trying, not making an effort, that's fucking failing. Not putting it in there, that's failing. If everybody in the company and everybody I know would give 110% or 100% at least every day, they'd have a lot more wins than losses in life. That I believe. And that's because of effort. That's because they're trying. But when you don't try and you don't attempt it, or you're scared to attempt it, or you don't put in the effort, that to me, that is losing. We can try, John, as our whole team gave 100%. We tried and didn't get the results we wanted. I could live with that. I wouldn't be so frustrated. I'd be like, all right, we're good. And I'm not frustrated. Like, life's so bad for me. Like, dude, life's good. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if our company makes 500 million, 500 billion, or $50. I want to win. I want to fucking win. Yeah. I want to win. I want to win. I can't say it enough. I'm here to win. I don't give a shit about the money. I give a shit about the end result for the employees. The money will come. I don't care about that. And I'm not complaining. I'm saying, damn it, I go through some shit too. I get frustrated too. I get nervous too. I get anxiety. I get burned out. And I have to pull John in here and fucking start bitching and vent a little bit so I can go, all right, I'm realigned, right? Let's go. We're going to put everyone together. We're going to win. We did all the lashing and we got our shit together and everybody's aligned, and now they know, because sometimes that's what you got to do. And now the game is on with the mindset of we are the storm. We're not taking it anymore. We're a team and we're coming for you. We're coming to grow. We're coming to blow it up. The listeners out there can take that and change that mindset. They won't be stuck feeling burned out. They won't be stuck with the stress. And we all got problems at home. I just mentioned some of my problems at home, but that's not an excuse, a job, dude. I'm not going to let that control how I do my job. I leave that shit outside. That's my personal life. When I go home, shit, I might be exhausted. I might need to catch a breath. The shower works for me. A nice long drive works for me. I love music. I have a playlist, John, called JW's Vibe. You want me? Yeah, I'm gonna share some of the songs here. Nobody judge me either. If you judge me, dude, you can kiss my ass, okay? All right, you ready? Feelin' Whitney by Post Malone. White Iverson by Post Malone. Take What You Want from Post Malone. Something to Believe In from Poison. Messing Around from Pitbull. Old Thing Back from Atoma, Notorious B.I.G. Cult of Personality from Living Color. Don't judge me. Sea of Love from Israel Kamakawali. He's the Hawaiian. Lips of an Angel from Hinder. One of my favorite, Iris from the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, there you go.
Voodoo from Godsmack. I Like It from Enrique Iglesias. Again, do not judge me. Okay?
I love that song.
The Way I Am, Eminem. When I'm Gone, Eminem. Love Bites, Def Leppard.
You got some variety in there.
Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton.
Yeah, there you go.
So when I listen to that playlist, it's meditation. Now, I might have to change a song because I'm not in the Return of the Mac mood, or I'm not in the, love you down mood. But it's got the flavors that I need. It's therapeutic. It allows me to reset and think. And when you make decisions, I have no regrets. I'm never going to apologize for holding people accountable and chewing some ass. My tone may be wrong. I'm working on it. The best I can do, baby. I'm working on it. But I believe in winning, and I believe in what we've got to do. And I'm going to continue to. I have a CEO coach. I have someone's helping me in my book, and I'm continuing to better myself. And I'm going to ask the listeners and viewers out there: you got to better yourself. You're never going to stay sharp. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. But the results of failure, when you attempt it, is still a win. You just got different results. You can't count that as a loss because you're trying. As long as you're giving 100%, you're putting everything into it, and your heart's into it, everything's going to be golden. I believe that. And I'm allowed to be emotional. I'm allowed to have conviction, determination, hold people accountable. And I love people, and I want people to help other people and be better for people and help our brand and help our customers. I believe in that. I believe in karma. I believe good things happen to good people. And I believe what goes around does come back around. I believe in that. But I lose control. My emotions come out like, what? And my advice to people out there is less is more. Trust me when I tell you, less said is more. Motivate and inspire, be hungry, teach, learn, be thoughtful, work together. Don't spend a lot of time celebrating because you get stuck. Celebrate enough and then get to the next day. Tomorrow's not promised, dude. Right? So one of the things that I've been doing a lot of in my life recently that's helped me, this is a good tip for people if you're ever going through some shit I just mentioned, is I ask myself these few questions. Would I want my son to be the man I am today? If the answer is no, and mine's always no, you've got work to do.
Is it always no?
Dude, if it was yes, then I'm perfect, dude. I'm not perfect. It's always no, so I can find something I want to work on to be better for him.
It's fair.
That's one of my questions I ask. The other question I ask, and that's on a business standpoint in life, would I want my girls to be married to someone like me? Mostly that's yeah, but sometimes I'm like, I got some work to do. I should do better. You have to challenge yourself, John, every day. That doesn't mean I'm a bad husband or I'm a bad person. My point is I have to find, nothing's ever perfect. I have to find the weak spot and work on that. I have to find where I struggle and work on that. And if we are all accountable to ask simple questions like that in our lives, it really does impact who we are. It really does change who we are. I feel like I've grown so much in the past year. I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I challenge
when I first
myself,
came on, yeah.
You can either stay the same every day, and that's okay, or you can challenge yourself every day to be better. And those are some of the questions I ask myself. Would I want my son to be who I am today in how I handled the day? If the answer is no, I've got work to do. And I ask myself, would I want my girls to be married? This is for at home, or my kids to have a dad like me? Like, no, probably not. So not all the time. That doesn't mean like I feel like I'm a great father. Like if you line up 100 dudes, I feel like I'm in the top 10. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. I'm like super dad. I coach them. I high five them. I play video games with them. My wife gave me the best compliment. and I hit a home run. Like everything I did, it was perfect. That means I know my daughters, right? I felt good about it. My wife goes, "You've really evolved the last year. You know your girls pretty well. You know which one likes what. You did great shopping." I'm like, "Thanks, boo." Like I felt good. Like before it was like, "All right, I'll get my son stuff. You get the girl stuff." I know everything that they like, the kind of makeup, the kind of hair stuff, the kind of blow dryer, the kind of shoes, all three of my daughters. So I'm like, that makes me feel good. You know what that means? That means I'm in tune with my kids. That means I'm paying attention to what they like and I'm involved in their life. So I'm a good dad. I feel like I'm almost a great dad, but I could always be a better dad. I feel like I'm a good CEO, but I could always be a great CEO. I feel like I'm a good husband, but I can always be a great husband. I feel like I'm a good son, but I can always be a great son. You see, I can be a good friend, but I can be a great friend. If we all challenge ourselves a little bit to do a little more, that effort, then we become better people and we inspire other people to be better people. I believe
it's a really good point. I think we say failing or we use burnout, but when you are feeling like you're burnt out, you're losing and you can't catch up, you can't catch your breath, like those small wins, that compliment from your wife,
they
helps you crawl out of that hole. So you're either succeeding in fatherhood, being a better husband, your health, mind, body, spirit, one or all three of those, your career, and then you've got friends and family. Like your one is always going to outweigh all the other four.
Yeah.
And none of them are always great. So I think your focus will shift. And if you can have some small wins in other buckets of your life when certain buckets are failing, I think that will help crawl out. And then that builds momentum. And the best thing about Power Home is we always have momentum.
We do.
But when we lose it a little bit, it's just like, shit, right? And then we have to, and we're just used to going fast.
We adjust.
And momentum,
you got to adjust.
We adjust. Yeah, you adjust. And momentum's like, it's organically built too. Yeah. Like you just can't like snap your fingers.
Couple things. One, your company, our company, anybody's company out there, you're built on your people. So when you can give back to your people, that is a beautiful thing. And when you can celebrate success, which we try to limit, we want to celebrate for about a day. And then we want to focus.
That's when we celebrate. Our holiday party.
Our holiday party is our Super Bowl. I mean, a lot goes into it. And we were nervous on how this would go. And we wanted to be able, because, we started, the year with 750 employees and we went into the holiday party with 1,700. So over 1,000 people were new. They didn't experience any of our holiday parties before. They didn't know our real story. So we had to build an anthem video that told the story from 15 to now. And it told the story of all of us. It tells a story early on of me helping open the company and putting money back in, and then bringing Kevin on and we're getting better, and then bringing Steve on and we grew, and then American Made Panels and Open Markets, and then Juan and then Ben, and all of our growth and the partnership and all that. But then it goes into a silence and a weird sound, and it talks about 2020. And then it talks about how our team bonded, how our team stood up strong and they overcame pain and struggle and fear, and they took it to the next level. And that's what we were so proud of. And so you see the impact you have on people's lives. I will say this. The best part that I'll never get burned out of doing, I get burned out of sometimes the grind and the result and the effort of myself and everyone included. And then I have to do a reset and I have to do a recalculation, and I get remotivated and I talk to myself, or I listen to True Underdog podcast. I do whatever I can to get motivated, right? But then what I'll never get burned out, my favorite part of this, is our people. Motivating our people, giving back to our people. You can't buy the feeling you get by watching our company give to somebody and it changed their life. It is the best feeling in the world. And I get that feeling sometimes. I just got an email yesterday and I get a text. I get messages from some of the people that listen to the show, and I appreciate it and keep sending it. But hey, you inspired me to do this. Hey, you made me do – like, you can't buy that feeling. I love to be able to give anybody advice or give back to people, and it changed their life. And
you had mentioned the every employee with getting a bonus and that's cool, right? But like, it's so fulfilling just to even watch
Yeah.
your company give like that and give in that type of way, like you couldn't pay me enough money to see that that was so fulfilling for me. You can't put a price on it.
Mm-mm.
So I'm so glad we did it that way, and certainly appreciate all the giving. And it's contagious too. Like right outside my door, each department right here in the North Carolina office, or I'm sorry, the Troy office, like we've sponsored families, the people inside. So that giving is contagious. That's something Power Home just loves to do.
Yeah.
And we gave to families, we donated to families. Each department in here sponsored a family and did a lot for some families in need this holiday season. I think the North Carolina office did it as well, but
they did.
Man, it was cool.
That's what it's about. I mean, when your company's successful, you need to give back to your employees. You need to give back to your community. You have a duty to do that. That you got to inspire people. We're on this planet for a short time, and how many people you can affect in a good way, that's important. And that's what we try to do at Power Home. That's what I try to do every time. I'm not perfect. I'm a son of a bitch sometimes, and that's okay. But when it push come to shove, I'd do anything for anybody. And I do love to win, but I would do anything for anybody. And so will anybody that works for us. That's the culture we have. So would my family, so would your family, John. That's that you want to surround yourself around people in business and personally that want to inspire and give back to people, because that's what this is about. The world is already hard. We need to try to make it a little easier.
Absolutely. Amen.
Amen. Well, hey, it was great talking to you. Hopefully the listeners get some good tidbits out of here. We're going to build this movement. We're going to say, bam, we're going to change the world. We're going to take everything on. We're coming for you. We're not taking it anymore. Check us out, True Underdog Podcast. Bam! And that concludes another episode here on True Underdog. If you're interested in hearing more, make sure you subscribe at iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or the YouTube channel. You can always visit TrueUnderdog.com, subscribe to all of them. Make sure you check out our newest episodes coming out on Mondays and Thursdays. True Underdog, baby. Bam!